Hey y'all. So a lot of people think all credit cards are equal, and just because you have good credit, you can go and apply for any card you want, and you're automatically going to get approved. Now look, I hate to bust your bubble, but that is not the case. So of course, this video is going to be about how to apply for credit cards and which ones to go after first. So you guys know the drill. It's your girl K650. Let's get into the video. I didn't know this either, and you guys know I make these videos because I like to teach you guys things I didn't know. When applying for credit cards, there is a strategy to the actual process. A lot of times people be like, and my mom, she's funny. I want that airline credit card, right? I want to go and fly for free and I want free miles. Look, Ma, hold your brakes. You've never actually had credit cards. So the first credit card you get is not going to be an Amex Delta Sky. It's just not going to be that. You have to actually have your strategic plan on going about applying for credit cards and work your way up. So the first thing first, for those of you who have never acquired credit cards, really don't have any credit, like you're starting from ground zero, the first place you're going to want to go is get a secured card. What is a secured credit card? It's basically when you use your own money as collateral to get approved for a line of credit. Most of the times, the minimums are going to be about $200 to $500, depending on what bank you go to. Not all secure credit cards are the same. So my recommendation, as always, is go to the bank that you already have a relationship with, because they're probably going to be the easiest. There are secure credit cards that are automatic approval. First Progress is one of them. So just do your research on what secure credit card you think is beneficial for you. That is going to be step one. So no credit, really thin credit, go get yourself a secure card. And then after you get yourself a secure card, the next tier you're going to want to go for is what I call like our tier 1 credit cards. And it's going to be like your Capital Ones, your Discovers, your Discover It's. They are really beginner friendly. Capital One Silver was my first credit card. I've had that credit card probably since I was like 16, 17 years old. They are very beginner friendly. The next card I probably would get after this would probably be a bank card of some sort. When I say bank card, like my Bank of America's, my Wells Fargo's. I would say Chase, but I've noticed Chase is a little bit more elite in my opinion. Some people might disagree, but that's just my opinion. So I would go after like a bank card. And I'm telling you guys this because this is the order I've done it in, and it has been successful. So the Capital One Silver, like I said, was my first card. And then I went and got a Bank of America credit card, right? That was like my tier 2 credit card. That was my secondary choice. And then in this process, I also went and got American Airline Aviator card, right? So I got myself in the door with airline cards, but I wasn't at the Amex level just yet. So just to bring you guys through, we had the secure card first, we had the Capital One second, or the Discover card. Then we had the Bank of America card, more a traditional bank card. And then I went and got them American Airline Aviator card. And then after that, the next one that I got was actually Navy Federal. So that was like in my tier 2 cards as well. Navy was also a great transitional card. I already had a little bit of credit under my belt. So it was fairly easy. And you guys know Navy Federal is going to give you the bag. So you want this to be somewhere in your beginning journey of credit, so that when you go for the Amexes and things like that, they can match energy, basically matching your limit. Matching your limit means that if you already have a high limit on your credit card, whatever you apply for after that most likely is going to meet you where you are or get very close to that limit. Nobody wants to be like the last person in the race. So if you have a $10,000 limit, most of the time you're going to get somewhere near another $10,000 limit, or maybe $7,000 limit. Credit cards are funny like that. So that is like the tier 2. And then after I got the Navy and I got the Aviator card, then I was ready to show out and show off and go get an Amex card. With the Amex card, I had about a 710, 720 credit score. And they definitely match energy. Hey y'all, sorry to interrupt your episode, but I want to tell you something. If you're looking to build a business from start to finish, I would love to coach you. I will help you build this thing from start to finish, getting your LLC, your business address, your EIN number, you name it, I will help you do it. I know building a business can be completely hard and it can be stressful, but I want to coach you to get you to the finish line so you can go ahead and get funding for your business. So if this is you, click the link below and let me coach you on how to take your business from 0 to 6 figures today. Don't wait. Look, I want to coach you and I want to help you excel and achieve everything you're looking for in your business. All right, let's get back to the episode. The cool thing with Amex is it actually uses one inquiry to approve you for multiple different credit cards. So my relationship with Amex started in the personal world. I got a personal credit card with Amex first, and then when I realized this little cool little hack, that's how I got into the business world without actually running my credit again. So I was able to accumulate, I think I got 4 to 5 cards, to be honest with you, in the matter of like 2 weeks. And I'm telling you, that actually wasn't the greatest idea because nobody talks about annual fees. We all talk about how lit it is to have a platinum, a gold, a delta, all that stuff. I hit with so many annual fees, it made me sick to my stomach. And I know people are like, oh, you can manufacture spend. Listen, we're going to be realistic. Sometimes that just doesn't work, right? Sometimes that it's just not that it is what it is. Even when I tried to manufacture spend on Amex, I messed that whole thing up and they cut my limit. I was sick to my stomach. So look, I'm not the best person to talk about manufacturer spending with because I clearly did it all wrong. But I will tell you that if you're going to apply for Amex, I would recommend that you don't apply for them back because that not every credit card pulls from the same bureau. So whenever you're applying for credit cards, you want to be strategic about it. You want to make sure that if you're going about applying for multiple credit cards at one time or in a short span of time, not applying all your credit cards for the same bureau. So basically meaning that if you're going to apply for the Aviator and Navy in one day, there, just do your research and make sure they don't pull from the same bureau because you don't want to get hit with a bunch of inquiries when you don't have to. That is definitely, it's called credit card stacking, which is also a great thing to know because you can accumulate a lot of credit at one time if you understand where they pull from and what bureaus, so that you're really essentially getting hit one per bureau, keeping your inquiries low. I didn't know that either until I got into the credit game, and it's actually really a gem when understanding how to apply for credit cards. So I hope this helped you guys. This is something that I get asked all the time, and this is something that I really had to learn through trial and error. So if you're applying for credit, make sure you understand that not all credit cards are treated equally. Just because you have a 720 credit score and you got 2 things on your credit, or you got a bunch of store credit cards, that does not mean that you're qualified to get an Amex right away. Build up the ladder. And also, a lot of credit cards do have rules. Like Chase definitely has a rule. They don't want to see that you've applied for multiple credit cards before them, right? So they don't want to be last in the race. So make sure that they're somewhere in your earlier stages, because once you, I believe the rule is like 5 or so, they're definitely not going to give you a line of credit because they feel like, honestly, I feel like you hurt their feelings, right? That's the best way I can describe it, is that they feel like, why was I the last one for you to apply for? Or they feel like you just acquired entirely too much debt for their liking. So I hope this helped you guys. Go out, get your credit game up, and I'll see you